What's up guys, it is MurderInc here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we have some big news. We have some data mined information about clan versus clan. Now obviously the first time we see clan versus clan, it's going to be kind of a beta test. Maybe that's not the best word, but kind of a trial run. They're going to open it up to a limited amount of clans, see how it does, collect feedback, hopefully, and then take that feedback and improve it. That's the overall goal and what we hope to see from Plarium. So there's some data mine information that I want to share with you. Now, being data mined, it can be changed. I don't think it's as realistic for these things to be changed because they do seem pretty fine-tuned based on how it's presented, but it is the professional thing to do to mention as a disclaimer that all of this information can change before we do see the live release of the clan versus clan. So what I'm going to be showing today is the point system for clan versus clan. What's going to gain points, what isn't going to gain points for you and your clan, and really the breakdown between what task is worth how many points. This is the most interesting part. Now I do want to give a huge shout out to HG Senti, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the big brains. He gave me this information. It's awesome. So huge thank you and shout out to HG Senti. So now let's get into the details on what we should expect for clan versus clan if everything stays as this document is. So the first thing we're going to talk about here is going to be get a champion. This obviously has to do with pulling champions, and there are two sections here. And it's kind of interesting because it has get champion, then get a new champion. So I don't know how I feel about this. It's already pretty feels bad when you do get a duplicate. Now you get less points for getting a duplicate. Now I can see the common, uncommon, rare, epic kind of reasoning behind this, because if you just spam the thousands of mystery shards that many of us do have, you would be getting way too many points. Now the only thing that isn't on this document is a cap in the points. It has no indication of there being a cap, so that is something I would expect to see from all of these sections. So the first thing we have, get a champion, sub activity. Common is 1 point, uncommon is 2 point, rare is 10 points, epic is 100 points, and legendary is 1,000. Moving on to a new champion you do acquire, common is going to be 10, uncommon 20, rare 100, epic 500, and legendary 2,000. So a major jump for sure, getting 2,000 points. For someone like me who has most of the legendaries, pretty feels bad. I probably won't be getting 2,000 points for my clan. Please keep me in. I promise I'll be good. But that's just the way it goes. The next section we have is leveling up a champion. For a 1-star, you get 1 point, 2-star 2 points, 3-star 5 points, 4-star 10 points, 5-star 20 points, and 6-star you will get 40 points for leveling up that champion. Now ranking up a champion, meaning putting them from 2 to 3 stars, we have 2-star at 10 points, 3-star at 20, 4-star at 100 points, 5-star at 500 points, and finally a 6-star is going to be worth 1,000 points. Moving into ascending champions, we do have uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary, all having different values. For uncommon, we have 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, and 20 for 1-star through 6-star. For rares, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 50 for 1-star through 6-star. For epics, we have 10, 20, 50, 200, and 500 for 1 through 6-star. And finally, legendaries, we have 50, 100, 250, 500, 1,000, and finally 2,500. So tons of points for actually ascending legendary champions here. And the final thing in this slide is going to be booking a champion. So this is also something that I think they should have thought more about. As someone like myself who has thousands of books, for comments, I can simply dump them in. So I do believe there is going to be a cap for sections like this because it only makes sense and it only makes it fair. If not, that's probably going to be the first point of feedback I'm going to push forward, and this is kind of a good way to get people to burn their books, like myself, who did get the benefit from clan hopping along with many other people way back in the day. So for this, we have common books being 100 per book, uncommon being 200, rare being 500, epic being 1,000, and finally legendaries being 3,000 per book. Now the next points are going to be talking about dungeons. Now, first we have campaign battles. Normal campaign clear is going to be 5 points, hard 10, brutal 20 points, and finally nightmare 40. I think this is definitely a good balance. There's kind of a big jump for nightmare, so you're going to have to start building those nightmare campaign farming champions. The next we have clear, keeps, and minotaur. Stage 1 through 5 gives 5 points each. Stage Stage 6 through 10 gives 10 points, and 11 through 15 gives 20 points. Taming the Dragon 1 through 5 gives 1 point, 6 through 10 gives 5 points, 11 through 15 gives 10, 6 through 19 gives 15, and finally doing the last stage of Stage 20 gives 20 points. I'm kind of a fan of how they broke it up into divisions. 11 through 15 seems fair, 16 through 19 seems fair, 6 through 10, 1 through 5 does seem fair. You can definitely let me know. The only thing that is interesting here, and you can give me your feedback on this, the points for the dungeons are all going to be different. So I just showed you Dragon, now we're going to talk about Ice Golem. Stage 1 through 5, Ice Golem is actually worth 5 points compared to 1 point from Dragon. Stage 6 through 10 is worth 10 points, 11 through 15 is 20, 16 through 19 is 30 points, and finally Stage 20 for the Ice Golem is going to be 50 points compared to 20 points from Dragon. This is also going to be different from Fire Knight. Fire Knight Stage 1 through 5 is going to be 5 points, 6 through 10, 10 points, 11 through 15, 20, 16 through 19, 50, and finally Stage 20 is going to be 75 points, which is 25 more points than the Ice Golem. And not only that, it's 50 points above Dragon. So Fire Knight is going to be highly benefited as the most beneficial dungeon outside of the next one, which is Spider. Spider gives 5 points for 1 through 5, 10 points for 6 through 10, 20 points for 11 through 15, 50 points for 16 through 19, and you get 100 points for Stage 20 Spider. So this is another area of the game where I would be expecting some type of hard cap. Maybe we see it, maybe we don't. Then again, we will have to see what Plarium actually does with this. The next thing we have is Faction Wars, which is going to be extremely interesting once you see the point spread. Stage 1 through 5 is 50 points, 6 through 10 is 100, 11 through 15 is 200, 16 through 20 is 500. Now listen to this jump. Stage 21 Faction Wars, if you clear them during the clan versus clan, it's going to give you 2,000 points. Now, 2,000 points being the reward up from 500 points through stage 16 through 20 seems like a rather large gap. If you look at the dungeons, you're barely seeing a double in the points. Now you're looking at Faction Wars and it's increasing by 4 times the amount. I'm not really sure why they would do this. It does seem like a rather radical jump. Now obviously stage 21 is significantly harder than the other stages of the Faction Wars, but this amount of points is a little bit concerning. Maybe they tweak it, or maybe it is changed before it goes live, so this is definitely something to keep an eye on. The next thing we're going to be talking about is the arena. Now first we have upgrading a Great Hall slot. For level 1 you get 100 points, level 2 200, level 3 500, level 4 750, level 5 1000, 6 2000, 7 3000, 8 5000, level 9 7000, and finally level 10 on the Great Hall is 10,000 points. This is something that's once again unfortunate for someone like me. I'm hoping they cap off this entire section of arena, because if they don't, I would have to farm tons and tons of arena simply to equal out the value of one player upgrading 1 plus 10 on their Great Hall. So I think realistically it's going to be fair to assume that we can expect some type of cap here. You can only go to a certain amount of points and after that you have to stop. This is going to bring us to the next point of winning medals. Bronze medals are going to be 10 points, silver medals are going to be 20 points, gold medals are going to be 100 points, and then for 3v3 you're going to get 10 points per golden bar that you do in fact get. So arena, obviously a hot topic. I did just have a video on the arena. This is an interesting section overall. I think it's really going to be hard for me to kind of speculate on this until I see it live, see what the caps are, see what they have to offer. But as of right now, it does look a little bit worrisome. But like I said, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions because I can only speculate so much and it would be irresponsible of me to speculate on this without seeing it live in front of us. So once Clan Wars do start, if the clan I'm in is selected to participate in it, I'm going to be giving updates on it as we're going through it so we can kind of see the live view of what they are like as they are happening. The next section we have is going to be about artifacts, upgrading common, uncommon, and rare. Plus 4 is going to be 10 points, plus 8 20 points, plus 12 100 points, plus 16 500 points. Upgrading epic to legendary, plus 4 20 points, plus 8 40 points, plus 12 200, and finally plus 16 is going to be 1000 points. Now using glyphs, 1 star is going to be 5 points, 2 star 10, 3 star 20, 4 star 50, 5 star 100, and finally 6 star 500 points. Crafting rare artifact pieces, 3 star 5 points, 4 star 10 points, 5 star 20 points, and finally 6 star at 50 points. Crafting epic pieces is going to be 10, 20, 50, and 100 based on 3, 4, 5, or 6 star. And crafting legendary artifacts is going to be 50, 100, 200, and 500 points for 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, or 6 star items. Now the last section here is going to be about the clan boss. Now getting a novice chest is going to result in 10 points for you. Adept chest is going to be 20, warrior 30, knight 80, guardian 90, master 100, grandmaster 300, ultimate 400, mythical 500, divine 800, celestial 900, and finally transcendent at 1000. So the next part is going to be the controversial-ish part of the video, and you can let me know what your feedback is in the comments. This is going to be spending gems. You will be getting 1 point per 1 gem spent. Now, is that too much? In my opinion, I think it's kind of too much. I really don't want this to be even more of a whale versus whale war than it already is. I'm pretty confident in our clan. I don't think our clan is going to be losing to anybody simply based on the players in it. However, for many of the other clans who aren't actively spending money, it's going to really, hate to say it, but favor clans that have whales in them. Actively spending gems is going to incite spending. It's smart for the company's point of view. However, I think 1 point per 1 gem is a little bit too high. I think they could have done 10 gems equals 1 point, 100 gems equals 1 point, anything to kind of lower the gap between whale and non-whale, making it a bit more competitive. Now the rewards are going to be great, so regardless of how much of a whale war people think this is going to be, it's going to be worth it to get yourself in a clan. Make sure you're participating so you can get the most out of the rewards that are available to you. But once again, with that being said, hopefully after the first kind of beta test and live test we're going to be doing with the clans that they do allow in the first kind of wave of this actually happening, they take a look at these spend the gems and maybe increase it by 10 times like I suggested, or 100 times, which I think would be a bit more fair, being 100 gems equals 1 point. Alright guys, that's going to be the information that I have for you today on the clan versus clan point system. Give me your feedback. Which sections do you like? Which sections don't you like? Unfortunately, as we kind of assumed and expected, it is going to be a whale war. Hopefully after the first round of feedback, it's not as bad as it kind of appears to be, mostly with that gem section that we just talked about at the end there. So as always guys, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my next video, and I will see you all in the next upload.